We bought our lake cabin to escape quiet waters, cool breeze, and no city chaos. It had been in my family for decades, nestled in a gated community where most people came to fish, grill, and mind their business. That is, until Karen moved in. Karen, the self appointed queen of the local HOA, treated every cabin like her kingdom. From telling folks what color to paint their doors to measuring dock lengths with a tape measure, nothing escaped her eagle eye. My wife, Claire, and I mostly ignored her. Until the day she crossed a line, it was a quiet Saturday morning. I'd stepped out to grab some groceries while Claire stayed back to relax. When I returned, two sheriff deputies were parked out front, and Karen stood at the edge of our driveway with her arms crossed like she'd just defeated a criminal mastermind. One of the officers pulled me aside. We received a report about a trespasser. Apparently, someone unauthorized is on your property. I laughed. You mean my wife? Karen butted in. There's no record of a Claire on the cabin title. Only your name. That's grounds for unauthorized occupancy. You're welcome. The officers looked uneasy. Claire stood calmly on the porch, sipping her coffee like she'd been waiting for this moment. She stepped forward, badge in hand. You might want to double-check your call, she said. I'm Chief Claire Monroe. I oversee state police operations for the entire region. Silence. One officer blinked. The other stepped back. Karen looked like someone had pulled the plug on her entire personality. Claire continued, calm but firm. Your HOA rules don't override state law, and calling in a false report of trespassing on private property? That's misuse of emergency services. I suggest you walk away before I start filling out paperwork. The officers apologized, nodded respectfully to Claire, and left. Karen stammered something about just doing her job and power walked home like the sidewalk was on fire. Word spread fast. Neighbors stopped us to laugh, high-five, and share their own Karen stories. Apparently, we weren't the first targets, just the first with authority. Karen's reign didn't last long after that. The HOA board voted her out by month's end. Peace returned to the lake. Now, Claire and I joke about putting up a sign that says, Welcome to Karen's worst nightmare, home of the state police chief. And yes, she still sips her morning coffee right on that porch. Calm, unbothered, untouchable.